And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hi folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a game called Showtime. Now, when I go to the movie theaters, I like a very specific seat. I think we all have the seats that we like. Mine are right in the middle, in that second section where I can stretch my legs out because I have long legs and I don't want to accidentally kick the people in front of me. That's where I like to sit. Some people, like my kids, like to sit farther back. But we can all agree that some seats are not as good as others. Sitting in the very front row, sitting in front of kids who won't stop talking throughout the movie, or in front of someone who answers their phone and talks for a long time. That's what this game is about. Putting people in a movie theater and trying to get the best seats without sitting near the really annoying people. Here's how it plays. The board is a 16-seat movie theater. Over here we have different spots for the scoring. That's the red carpet. And each player is going to be drawing from their 16-card deck. You're going to have a 16-card deck, and you're going to be getting 4 of these cards. And each turn, you're going to be playing one and then drawing one. And then there's going to be 3 rounds of the game. And in each round, players are going to put out 4 cards each. And the number of seats is going to change, obviously, if there's fewer than 4 players. You're going to randomly have a genre of the movie. So here, for example, everyone's watching a comedy. On your turn, you'll take one of those 4 cards, like I said, and you will place it in one of the seats. When you place it in the seat, you'll see if the genre matches the genre that's playing. If so, you immediately get 2 points. Other than that, you just keep going. And once all the seats are full, then everyone's going to get points equal to the number here below the seats. So these are the 2 best seats that are 4. These are the 2 worst seats that are 1. And you'll add that. Maybe they'll get some bonus points depending on where they are sitting. So each of these folks have special abilities. There's the normal family, and they basically have 2 different kinds of movies that they each like seeing. Bae here, or B, when she sits next to females, she causes them to lose 1 enjoyment, but males next to her gain an enjoyment. This guy, if he sits in the middle 2 seats, he has to go to the bathroom, so anyone in his whole row loses 1 enjoyment. Gloria Giggle will give points to the people who are next to her. Heino Horch will get points if he's in the front row because he's old and has a hard time seeing, and if he sits in the other rows, he'll lose some enjoyment. This guy here gives points to the people who are sitting around him. This guy here can kick someone out of their seat and force him, but he can't do it to another number 6. This guy here is tall. Should discriminate against tall people. And if you're sitting behind him, you lose 3 enjoyment. But another tall guy, another 7, has not a problem. Linda Love and Louis L'Amour are trying to sit next to each other. If so, they're going to get bonus enjoyment. She's eating, and so she's going to bug everyone who is next to her. And this lady will push somebody out of their seat, and she's going to kick the seat in front of her, make the seat in front of her lose enjoyment. So that's pretty much it. And you're going to be placing these cards. Once they're all done, you'll start here and go through each seat and count up all the enjoyment that you get for those. Once players go past 20 enjoyment, they'll be taking tickets that will go up to 20, 40, and 60, and just keep going on the score track. After 3 rounds, whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. So the board is made up of puzzle pieces that go together. Okay, that's not a big deal. They look good. I really like how it looks when you put the person in the seat. It fits right. They're sitting there in that row. You can see the number of points below them. So the components for this game are nice. The artwork, of course, is silly and cartoonish, but and they like a backstory behind each person, and you get it. The people who are both annoying and nice to sit next to in the movie theater. I like that the starting token is a bag of popcorn. This is a little annoying because these pieces fall over a lot on this track, and because the track goes like this, sometimes you forget which direction you're moving. Not a big deal, but that would be one of my complaints. Also, the fact that all these pieces do not take up nearly that much room in this box. It's pretty big. The rule book itself, very simple. The game is not complex at all. So components are pretty good. Now, first of all, I really like the theming of this game. I like the idea of putting people in seats in a movie theater and trying to put them next to people they want to sit next to and away from other people. And I get there's caricatures in this game, and maybe that annoys you because maybe you're a tall person and you don't think you irritate the people behind you or whatever. But it's just silliness, right? And I like that. The game itself is very light. You could play a slightly more strategic game by taking 4 people out of the deck and giving everyone the same 12 cards. Although, honestly, I'd rather just play with 16. There's 4 people you're not going to play with, but you're going to see all of them except one person that you're going to have a chance to put out. And, you know, some of them, it's mostly negative stuff that you're putting out. There's a few positives, but mostly they're annoying the people around them. And so you're trying to get in a good seat and then not be annoyed by other people or not get moved to another seat. You're going to have 4 people out there and they're all going to score. You want to score some points. Matching the genre of movies is pretty important, actually. And so if you just match the genre all the time, you can get a lot of points that way, forgetting everything else. I like the game. Like I said, it's really light. It, oddly enough, doesn't take longer to score than to play. But scoring is a bit. You're sitting there going, okay, this person, who's next to him, who's behind him, who's in the same row. Okay, next person, who's next to him, who's behind him, who's in the same row. Next person. I don't mind it. And the theme works, right? This is not a theme that's working against the game. And it's a theme that anyone who goes to the movies completely understands and we can all relate to. This isn't a barn stopper. This isn't a game that we'll be talking about probably for years to come, but it is an enjoyable one. I thought it was a lot of fun. There's a little promo pack I have that adds 4 other people, 1 person on a cell phone. And I mean, that might juice some more into this game, but honestly, it's a 30-minute game. And it's a lot of fun, so check it out. Showtime. Also, I apologize if I blocked your view of the movies. Dice Tower Judgment approved.